Hello everyone, welcome to the second video in the series on how to get your research published. I received a lot of positive and constructive comments from the viewers that watched the first video in this series, wherein I talked about the basic guidelines and gave you a basic framework on how to write a research paper. In case you haven't watched that video, I request you all to go and first watch that video so that you get an idea on the general framework on writing a research paper. The positive comment that I received from that video has motivated me to bring out this second video. Now, the idea of the first video was to give you a general framework on how to write a research paper. The scope of this video is even broader in the sense that here I'm not going to just talk about how you can get your research paper published. Idea is that we can have any number of research write-ups that are available with us. They can be either the conference papers, the journal papers, or even the book chapters and books and other things that we will see in this video. So one is generally not aware on how to get his or research published. Through this video, I'll give you some idea on where you can get your research published and do not waste the time on searching for other avenues. So let us begin. There's a brief introduction about me. I'm Dr. Prashant K. Gupta. This is the address to my website. You can visit here and have a look on all the information about me, on what all courses I have designed, what places I have visited internationally to present my research papers, my list of publications that is available over there, my subjects that I have taught till date, and all the details that are available there. Currently, I'm a full-time faculty, and by passion, I'm a researcher. These are the avenues where you can get your research published. Either you can get your research article published in a conference, in journals, or in the form of book chapters or books, even patents, copyrights, and other things. So let us have a look at each one of these avenues one by one. First of all, talking about the conferences. Whenever one decides to get his or research work published in a conference, then the relevance and ranking of the conference is one of the very important aspects which I feel that one should consider while getting his or her research published. Because the conferences are very expensive nowadays, and especially if the conferences are conducted abroad, so the registration fees of these conferences can be very high. It can be as high as 600 to 700 US dollars, and in some cases, it can even be more. Now, there are different rankings of the conferences. There are A star conferences, there are core A ranked conferences, B conferences, etc. One is generally not aware of the advantage that one derives on publishing the top tier conferences. Publishing a research paper in an A star conference or A conference has its own advantages. For publishing a research paper at an A star conference, there are number of travel grants that the student can get, and there are number of funding bodies that provide a travel grant to the student, such as Google, Microsoft, ACM, and so on. For getting the research paper published in A conference, A level conference, or core A ranked conference, there are agencies like IEEE CIS that also provide partial travel grant to the student to present his or her research paper. Now, apart from these conferences, there are also conferences that do not have any ranking. So I leave it to the discretion of any researcher who decides to get his or her research published in a conference without any ranking. Now here is a link given, portal.co.eu au/conf-ranks. This is a very important link that allows you to check the ranking of the conference. As soon as you visit this website, you can enter the name of the conference in the search portal that is given onto this website, and you can get information about the conference, whether it is ranked or not, and if it is ranked, then what is the ranking of the conference. Next come the journals. Definitely, we all know as researchers what are the importance of getting our papers published in journals. Again, very important question comes is what is the relevance and scope of the journal where you're trying to get your research paper published? A problem that most of us suffer from is that we do not know which journal we should put our research paper. So I strongly advise every researcher to first of all visit the journal's website and have a look on the scope of the journal, read through it, and decide whether the research paper of the person fits into the journal scope or not. Another a very advantageous thing that number of journals are offering nowadays are the services is that they allow you to search their journal's website through your research paper's titles, through research paper abstract, and other keywords and other related terms. For example, you can see the link that is given in the second point over here, journalfinder.elsevier.com. As soon as you visit the link, it allows you to enter your paper's title and enter the paper's abstract. And as soon as you press the search button, then it gives you a list of possible journals of the Elsevier where you can put your article and get it reviewed. Definitely, we all know there are a number of journals that have rankings, like there are SCI journals that stand for Science Citation Index, SCIE journals, there are Scopus rank journals, there are open access journals, and so on. And we all know what are the advantages of publishing in top tier journals like Nature, IEEE Transactions, Elsevier, and so on. As an academician, that is very important for having good position in the educational institutions. However, journals have a very lengthy process of review, and one has to go through a number of cycles of review before his or her paper gets published. Now, to check the ranking of the journal, one can visit the link portal.co.edu.au-jnl-ranks. If one wants to check whether a journal is SCI or not, then one can visit the link scimego.gr.com. Now, the next place where the person can get his or her research published are in the form of book chapters or the books. There are a number of calls that are constantly floated throughout by the journals, and even the paper can get hold of the calls for the book chapters or the books to their personal networks or the mailing list. Some people may decide to write afresh from the scratch a research paper into the convert them into a book chapter or a book. Also, number of times people choose to compile their already published research papers in the form of book chapter or book. Both these approaches are automatically accepted by number of book chapters or the books. These are the lists of some of the well-known publishers where I feel that one should target his or her book chapter or the book in the Springer series, in the Wireless, CRC Press, IEEE Press, and so on. There can be another renowned publishers also. One should decide cautiously where to get his or her book chapter or book published. Now, another place where the person can get his or her research published or can get hold of the protection on his or her research in the form of patents and copyrights. Now, the main focus of this slide is on making the user aware how he or she can get hold on his or her idea that one has. Because patents serve as a very good source of providing the protection to one on his or her research idea and later on developing that idea and selling that into the market in the form of commercial activity. Patents are well known for restricting the research to a geographical boundary. There are a number of patents that one can opt for, either in the form of US patents, in the form of EU patent, that is European Union patents, Indian patent, etc. Main idea of the type of patent is related to the particular geographical boundary. My personal suggestion, if one tries to file a patent, it is always a good practice to hire the services of a patent attorney because patent writing is quite different from a research paper writing. You can have a look at number of renowned patent attorneys on the website. Also, an approach that number of people adopt is acquiring the copyrights on their ideas. There are a number of services that are available online that you provide the copyright on the idea of a person. Other avenues that people choose to put in their research can be in the form of open repositories, like the most famous one nowadays is the archives. Another websites where people have nowadays chosen to put on their published research papers are in the form of ResearchGates, academias, and so on. Some people also choose to prepare their write-up in the form of technical reports and put it onto their website. This website provides anybody a free access, and the open technical report is available for everyone for download and read without any particular charges. Apart from all these, some people may also choose to get their research published in the form of national level journals or conferences, etc. My personal advice, eh, don't try to go for the lower level journals. Always keep your targets very high and get your research published in top tier conferences, journals, or even patents on the form of book chapters. Now, thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more goodies that will be coming on very soon. In case you people decide to have one-on-one coaching with me, feel free to drop me an email onto my email ID. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to our channel for more and more updates in future. Thank you.